Of course. Of course. Let's see. I gotta try to figure out what I'm gonna do with the hair. Oh my god, I need to grab my nails. Oh, right. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. That is not at all what I was trying to do. Yeah, okay. Crap. Oh man, where is it? Hang tight, guys. If you're joining me, I'm here. I'm just not in frame right now. I'm trying to figure out what I have done. I have misplaced something kind of important. I need to figure out what I've done with it real quick. Oh, what is going on? What happened? Where is it? Bro, I am so confused right now. Wait, there it is. Okay, I was about to say. Oh, mercy. Oh, hey. We has peoples here. Hang on, guys. Let me pull up the chat because, you know, my janky setup really doesn't allow me to see any chat, which is so much fun. Okay. Where are we? Okay, there we go. Hello, everyone. Nice haircut. Hey, thanks. Thanks. Decided I was gonna go blurple. It's not as blue in this lighting, but I love it. I love it. It's a big change, and I'm in love with the purple. So I'm getting ready to go to work and also probably out after work today, which is the attire. I mean, this is kind of the normal for my closet. Honestly, it's either this or potato mode, and I'm not even fully transformed for work and everything. I figured I was going to pause and take a break during the process to put on my nails, and I would take that time to come on here and do a live stream with you guys real quick. Still fine tuning the layers of the outfit, but I do like it. I like to style clothes like lots, so this has been fun today. I have been... Oh, wow. I have been okay. Oh, thank you, Pixie. I just saw that. I've been okay. Got a couple of things that I wanted to discuss with you guys. Like health related things. I mean, it's not a massive issue. It's just there are a few things that are concerning that I'm going to have to deal with that may cause me to have to step away and take breaks throughout this calendar year. So that's one of the reasons why I said that I would come back next week with a script fill from a pretty talented writer that I found recently. I love her work. So I'm going to fill that script, and I'm also going to open up the post so that you guys can make your requests, because I know that there are quite a few of you that have asked about that recently, and I feel like now would be a good time, just in case I have to step away. Maybe I can actually record ahead of time, since you guys are going to be giving me great ideas like you always do. Oh, sweet girl, I don't have no makeup on. What are you talking about? I don't have no makeup on. Are you talking about like on TikTok? Because whatever is on right now is what I accidentally fell asleep in last night. Please don't do that to your face. It is terrible for your skin. Don't do as I say, not as I do, please. What did I do to my what? My ears. Oh, here we go again. Okay, well, yes, we're just going to keep on rolling. Cross-stitching. Heck yeah. That's something I can't do. I can't. I probably could if I learned, but right now I currently don't know how to do that. Tried a new food yesterday. I'm proud of you too, Knox. That's wonderful news. Anytime that you're able to step away from like what's comfortable in life, food or otherwise, that is a phenomenal thing. That is a huge milestone. Congratulations, sweetheart. Hi, Emily. Hi. Oh my gosh, there are so many of you in here. Hello, everybody. Find a church where they preach the Bible. Always one, every time. Thank you, Cody. I am trying to keep up with everybody. If I don't see your comment, I'm sorry, guys. Because I am still going to try and do the thing where I'm getting ready to go, because I do have limited time that I can be on here today. It's been wild, but I'm going to kind of give you guys a very short update on everything that's been going on and the reason why I didn't have any content last week or this week. So if I don't if I don't immediately answer you guys, or I didn't see your comment, just know that I'm going to try and keep this up. And if you want to come back and comment in the comment section, if you feel like I didn't see you or whatever, please feel free. Feel free. Follow if you're not following. I make content pretty regularly. Here, as of late, it's been a little bit harder to do that because my health has not been great. But I'm going to give you guys a little rundown of what's been going on, because I've had some interesting developments in my life in the last few weeks, and I need to share them with you simply because you guys are my family. You're my online family, but you're still my family. Yeah, thank you guys. Oh, all the love for the tattoos and piercings and everything. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Oh, mods coming in clutch today, boy. Keeping y'all all safe. Round of applause for our mods. Seriously. Oh, so we're just going to ignore the trolls and we're going to try and have fun. But I'm also going to fill you guys in because I feel like this is the best way to do it. This is the closest thing that we're going to get to face so that I can just tell you. So my fusion is healing-ish. I'm having complications. I'm having issues. I'm actually reaching out again to speak with my surgeon's office. Hold that thought. A certain little princess is trying to figure out if she wants me to put her in the floor or not. Okay, she's good. Getting back in touch with my neurosurgeon's office next week, and we're going to address some things that have happened a little more recently that have kind of scared me and my family a little bit, because it shouldn't be happening. It's not normal. This is not something that should just be randomly happening to me and me not having any control over. So we have to address that. Thank you for modding, Pixie. Thank you so much, honey. Yeah, seriously. Goated for real. Todorona, you are right. Hi, Ghoul. So, something else as a kind of a side concern when I went in for my surgery back in September of last year was when they did a couple things of imaging. They came back and they were like, okay, well, yes, we need to do emergency surgery on your cervical spine, but there is a secondary problem that needs to be addressed, and it needs to be addressed pretty quickly. For those of you that don't know, it's been about 5 years ago. I had my first surgery on my throat, and had to have half of my thyroid gland completely removed because my body started to grow a massive tumor, and it entangled on that side of my thyroid gland, and it was something that they couldn't remove without removing that part of the gland. So I lost half of my thyroid gland. Now, under normal circumstances, your other half can take over and it can do absolutely fine with no medical assistance required. You can just go on living your life and everything is cool. But sometimes it's not. Well, I am now in the stage of the sometimes it's not. So there will probably be another surgery within the next calendar year, at least one, my throat. So, yeah. Wow, they came out in force today, didn't they, guys? Didn't they? My goodness. I'm glad that you guys have showed up, at least all of you that have, that are actually here to hang out. But those are the health things that are going on right now. I just want to be seriously transparent with you guys. And with everything that's going on and some of the side effects and after effects of my surgery that I've noticed, my voice sounds rougher some days than it does others, which impacts my ability to be able to record all the time. And then my living situation complicates things massively because having a quiet spot in my day to be able to record audios without outside noise pollution is next to impossible. So I want to thank you all that are bearing with me while I am trying to bring you guys content in the midst of all of the turmoil. Now, moving on to the thing that's happened most recently, because a lot of you will understand where I'm coming from. I started this channel first and foremost to give anyone who had grown up with the lack of a good mother or an abusive mother of any kind, a safe space with someone who had a motherly voice and would offer comfort. Even if it was just online, it was some kind of comfort that you needed and didn't get either when you were younger or you're not getting now at your age you're currently at. And that was always my intention. Um And it's because I came from a family where my mother was anything but motherly. She constantly involved me in things that you should never involve someone at such a young age. And she wanted a best friend and a confidant and not a daughter. And that put me in very uncomfortable positions as a very young kid. My mom struggled with alcoholism for years. At her lowest point, she found herself at the bottom of a bottle and in a precarious situation in the community because she had handled herself anything other than how an adult should handle themselves. And people talk in a small town. So, um, it was instantly one of those things where when I cut her off and went no contact 4 years ago, I had come to the resolution that I was absolutely fine with never speaking to her again because I was so hurt and so angry and just so done that I was just like, yeah, you know what? No, I just don't care. We're not doing this. I care about myself too much to stay around and go through this every time that the woman feels like she wants to tear me down or control me as an adult still. Like, it's just like, no. um so I cut her off, and for 4 years there was no contact, absolutely none whatsoever. I refused to talk to her. I blocked her on everything I possibly could, and I just let it simmer. I let it go. See, okay, I'm seeing comments. I'm trying to catch up a little bit here, you guys, and read some of your comments. See, that's why I created this channel to begin with, because that was I had a bad experience. I really wished I had have had a mother who was supportive, who actually was motherly, who gave me advice and made me feel safe and made me feel seen and made me feel beautiful being her daughter. And none of that was the case. Most of the time, I felt extremely unsafe actually with her. So, yeah, 4 years of no contact, and I started to get worried. And it was partially because my health has nosedive, just tanked. And then I also was starting to worry that maybe her health wasn't in the best shape either. So I reached out to the only mutual friend that we have still and just asked, hey, have you heard from my mother? And she said, yes, actually, I just talked to her not that long ago, and she gave me my mom's number. Now, you guys, it took me a minute to reach out. She had actually already reached back out to this friend asking, are you sure you gave her the right number? Because my mother was so sure that because I had asked about her, I was going to immediately reach out. That was my first red flag. So, we proceed to finally have a phone conversation, probably roughly around 3 hours long, which for anyone who knows me personally knows that is a feat. That is a massive feat for me. I don't like talking on the phone for hours at a time. I am not that person. So we caught up on a lot of things, and I started trying to immediately put boundaries in place. When I tell you it was not even a week before she misunderstood her first boundary. Guys, I'm giving her 3 strikes and then I'm going no contact again. If she can't honor what I'm asking, she does not get access to me. But I need you to know that that is also part of the reason why I haven't been as present, is because it is mentally taxing to grow as a person over 4 years and think that you are capable of not only forgiveness, but maybe building a relationship with somebody who you thought you'd never speak to again, only to figure out they haven't changed very much. So, yeah, I'm a little zapped, physically and mentally, emotionally, just a little zapped. And I figured a couple of weeks to refresh myself and kind of center myself again was probably not a terrible idea, especially after all of you have been telling me to do this if I needed to do it, and I've just been stubborn and haven't been listening. Mac, you're right about that. You're right about that. I'm not normally a super trusting person by nature, just because life is life and it happens at an alarming rate to people, especially some people. So it's always, I've always had a firm grasp on that. But I guess I just figured, why the hell not? I'm, not getting any younger, and I'm all that this woman has left in this earthly plane. I'm it. This is it. I'm her only kid that's still living. She doesn't have any other family. She's widowed. But at some point, I'm just going to have to step away and stay away. And I feel so bad for saying that out loud. But yeah, it is what it is, I guess. But I can't, I wanted to come on here and be real with you guys. I didn't want this to be rehearsed. I didn't want to, make a video on another platform and then cut it down and edit it where it looked professional. I don't want to do that. I just wanted to come and be super real with you guys. Like, in yesterday's makeup, oh, I am so bad. Halfway ready for my work day. I was just like, really need to talk to these guys. So I know that probably, well, quite a bit of you are probably not going to see this right off, but I'm going to leave this live up. It won't disappear. So hopefully, if you're not seeing it originally, you'll see it as a replay. I want to thank every one of y'all for sticking with me. This has not been an easy couple of years, actually. But the channel has been something that's gotten me through, put a smile on my face almost weekly. You guys are phenomenal. The fact that you keep coming back makes my heart so happy. So I really needed to let you know where I sat, where I was mentally, where I was physically, because I owe it to you. You guys have been nothing but sweet and supportive the entire time that this channel has been in operation. I love watching this place grow, and I love watching all of the notifications, your names popping up week after week. You do make a difference. Honestly, you make a huge difference. I can't stress that enough. Knox. Yeah, see, I feel like a lot of you are going to feel that. You're going to feel the whole tormented inner struggle thing that I'm going through right now with this whole situation, because I really want her to understand that no matter what happens with our relationship, I am always going to love her. She's my mother. I wouldn't be here if she hadn't have, brought me into this world. I will love her for that for the rest of my life. But loving somebody from afar becomes the only option when your mental and physical well-being is called into question simply by them existing in your space. So I'm hoping that this isn't going to be the trend. I'm giving her another opportunity. I laid out some very firm boundaries yesterday, and I'm hoping that she abides by them. I'm hoping that we can do some semblance of healing even if we never have the relationship that I know she feels like she deserves. It is what it is. Thank you for all of the compliments about my hair and my tattoos and my appearance, and you guys are very sweet. And oh, you guys are all so sweet. Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. I know I don't owe people an explanation, but I feel like coming here and doing this with you guys was the easiest way of going about catching you up on everything, because I'm overwhelmed. I'm not gonna lie. That's why I was like, we're gonna do a short live stream. Honestly, I don't even think I'm gonna be on for an hour, simply because I have a crazy work day coming, and then there is a Valentine's event that I have decided that I'm going to go to. So, yeah. I don't normally celebrate that holiday. I don't see any point, but I feel like why the heck not? 2026 has been a year already. I'm going to go out and enjoy myself no matter what. I know, Knox. I looked at the calendar this morning and I was like, oh, as a spooky girl, I can appreciate today so much. It is Friday the 13th. Not only is it Friday the 13th, it is Friday the 13th in slasher season. You guys realize that February, the month of love, right? That is the most epic slasher setting ever. We need more movies. I don't even like gore movies, to be honest with you. I really don't. But I do like a lot of the old school horror films with the slasher characters, Freddy, Jason, you know, that whole thing. Yeah. And if you're going to ask, I'm a Freddy Krueger girl, always have been. Always have been. But I do like Jason Voorhees because I got a chance to meet Kane Hodder, which is the guy who played him for quite some time in the movies. And the man is a huge wall of a human. But he is the nicest dude. He squeezes so hard, though, no lie. I thought he was going to crush me. Let's see. Thank you, Wally. Thank you, Pixie. Yeah, one of my friends is actually a bartender and a server at the place that I'm going to be going to tonight. So I already know that I'm going to see her and probably be able to hang out with her for at least a little bit. I just needed to get out and I wanted to doll myself up, and I still like that's one of the reasons why I was like, shoot, I can't stay on too long because I have to I still have to put makeup on and flat iron my hair and put some dry shampoo in it, and oh my goodness. Terrifier, oh my god. Ghoulie, that's something like I used to be able to watch a lot of the gory films and I can't anymore. Oh, it turns my stomach so bad, and I hate that I have become such a weenie when it comes to that stuff, because I know there have been some phenomenal movies come out like in recent years that I just can't watch. I can't. I've tried. I can't. I think the Saw series was probably what completely ruined me. It just destroyed me. I couldn't anymore. Yes, Pixie Dream Warriors is my favorite too. There are certain actors from certain movies who I have watched grow older over the years, and I have still been obsessed with them. The older they've gotten, no matter what role they've played. There's a certain goofy drunk pirate that I've been a very big fan of for very, very many years now. Happy birthday, Chance. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Ghostface. You mean like the Scream movies or one in particular? Because I just like Ghostface in general. I like the unknown masked villain character has always been one of my favorite tropes. Uh, I feel like I would probably embarrass myself slightly if you guys ever saw any of my like content that I view, even on YouTube. My content creators that I follow and the content I consume starkly contrast the content that I produce. Let's just say it that way. Ghoul, you are absolutely right, and my son is of the exact same opinion. He and I have had multiple conversations about Art the Clown and how iconic his character has become and how quickly it's becoming that way. Um, like now, most people, when they think about creepy clown, there are only a handful of them that they even think about, and Art has made the list, so that's phenomenal. I think my son was talking about trying to be him for Halloween last year, but he was like, I don't want to wear prosthetics. It's going to be hot where I'm going to be. Bro, if you had any idea how many times I've worn prosthetics and just sweated profusely, but I looked really cool doing it. Primate is pretty good. Oh, see, okay, so that one I was tempted. I still am tempted to watch. I kind of want to because it does look really good. Ghostface is your favorite. Oh, Pixie, I don't want to talk about how old I was when the first one came. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. I'm not going to. Nope. Oh, because if I start naming off my favorite movies with like supernatural characters and, like, nope, gonna embarrass myself again. We'll leave it there. Oh, thank you, someone. I love you too, honey. That's very sweet of you. That is absolutely precious of you. Thank you so much. I look fancy today. Yeah, I have to leave my house so I can't look like a complete potato. I still have to get the rest of myself ready because I'm in yesterday's makeup because, oh, my F's is gone early this week. Bobby, I am trying to keep very appropriate for YouTube when I answer you, dear heart. There are very, very few people that get that honor because I am heavily tattooed. Chad, oh, Ray, honey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Ray. I know how that feels. I've had quite a few of those days in the last week or so, so You're okay. It's fine to be there. It is completely valid. Just don't stay there, okay, baby? If you need a little more uplifting, you know the community's got you. We got your back, baby. Try and enjoy the rest of your workday as much as you can. Pixie, you're not supposed to tell anybody that. I mean, unless you are proud. I'm only so proud of my age at this point because it's starting to catch up with me physically, and not a fan. Not a fan. Solid 2 out of 10. The Horned King from Black Cauldron. That's a pretty cool villain. That's a good pick, Ghoulie. That's a good pick. Hey, heck yeah, boy. Thank you. You too, someone. I'm probably gonna head out here in like 20-ish minutes or something and try and throw a face on. Do something with this hair. But I appreciate you coming by and dropping some love, baby doll. Thank you, Mac. Well, I have some that are definitely not visible within camera too, and I'm working on more because I love tattoos immensely. One of my favorite things to do is get tattooed. So yeah, I have plenty more planned where these come from. Have I ever experienced any kind of prejudice because of my tattoos? Yes and no. Most of the time, it's from people that are extremely religious and they feel that my decision to mark my body is an affront to God. The way that I look at it is you put in ornate stained glass windows into a church, especially if you take great pride and care in that building. So why would I not decorate the walls I was given for my temple with things of beauty? I don't see the difference. But I will say, I get more prejudice about the fact that I have a deeper voice for a female and I have sharper facial features because I resemble my dad's side of the family so strong. I get a lot of other questions that are way more prejudice in nature and most of the time more vicious in delivery. So, tattoos, the questions about the tattoos don't really bother me much. I look like I'm under 40. That is really sweet. No, I'm not under 40. I'm actually over 40. Not by much, but I'm over 40. Um, I think honestly the only reason that I've aged the way that I have is because I have sons. I don't have daughters. No hate to women or females in general, but I feel like if I had had a girl that was anything like I was growing up, I would not look the way I do right now at my age. I think that's the secret. Oh, thank you, Evelyn. You're such a sweetheart. Oh my gosh. You guys are so sweet. You're gonna give me cavities. Bought a bunch of old CDs to paint to decorate your wall. Yo, no, I made a curtain out of old discs, like laser discs and stuff. because I didn't want to throw them away. So I just recycled them. And that is some of the coolest artwork ever. Of course, I don't have it here now. I have my other thing, if it'll come on. Hello. There. Yeah. Oh, and yeah, I gotta show you guys something just because I'm goth girls and accessories and things. I love you, Knox. Thank you for coming in and have fun. It sounds like that is a fun thing to do. I do not know the first thing about it, but I admire anybody with talent and patience to do it. Let's see. Gotta work more on... You've got more work on the 19th of this. Oh. See, Mac, I was raised in a huge Christian family, but I don't associate myself with organized religion in general. I'm a believer, but like I don't claim a church, and I would call myself a believer instead of a Christian, if that makes sense. I don't not believe in God, and I believe quite a few things I was taught to believe brought up into the church, but I also have made my own judgments and discernments, and yeah, you walk your own path, right? Thank you. It is here. Let me see if I can move the camera real quick so I can show you guys. That it's not done completely. It is a floral chandelier, and it has a fairy garden cage in the center of it, like right inside there. If you pull the vines away just a bit, there will be fairies and butterflies and birds and all kinds of stuff in there. I'm not going to put any of that, mount any of that inside of it until I get to my tiny house, like permanently in my house. Rumi, that's funny. I wish. Rumi is precious. I love her. She's probably one of my favorite characters ever. Big K-pop fan. Don't even care if I sound like a kid. Pet the dog for you? Oh, the one you keep seeing behind me? There are actually two back here now. This one is Jasmine, and that one licking her foot is Thumbelina. You want to come say hi? You gonna come say hi, girls? You say hi? They want me to pet you. Yeah, they want me to say hi to you. Well, come here. Do you want to say hi? Okay. Yeah, oh, of course. Because we need all of the corgi fur all over Mama's black clothes. I don't have enough fur everywhere. Let's just rub it everywhere. Oh, you're just a potato with legs. Oh my goodness, my tiny potato. Oh, congratulations, Todoroni. That is phenomenal. I know it's rough. It is hard. And maintaining that is pretty hard too. But I will tell you it's not impossible because I've done it. I walked away from my addiction years ago and I haven't looked back. So it's not easy, but it is totally worth it. Which tattoo do I like? Oh, that's a hard question to answer. I have a couple that I really like, and it's only because of their significance. One of my favorites is my throat piece because it is something that I've wanted since I was a teenager. I was so deeply engrossed in ancient Egyptian history. Um, I would read everything that I could get my hands on ever about Egypt in general, but um, the ancient pharaohs, and back when I was a kid, a lot of that information we're finding out now wasn't that accurate, but it was still fascinating. So I always promised myself that I would get a scarab beetle tattoo, but I wanted to design one that was a little different from the traditional ones that you see. So that was born. And then I have my sister's, it's kind of hard to see. She's a little faded now, but my sister's Hello Kitty tattoo, and this is a scroll that has the lyrics of You Are My Sunshine. When my baby sister passed away, I got that tattoo in her memory. And I had a blank spot there for a few years just because I didn't want to put anything in there. I felt like there was going to be something that needed to go there, and I was right. Yeah, Pixie. It's probably one of my favorite ones. Because it was actually the very first tattoo that I ever wanted. I think I was probably 13 or 14 when I told my mom that I was going to get a scarab beetle tattooed on me as soon as I turned 18. It took me a little longer to do it than that because of where I wanted to put it. I had to work up the courage and get way more ink before I sat under a tattoo gun for hours with a throat piece, especially because I have scar tissue here that they have to tattoo over, so it doesn't feel good. My first tattoo, yes, I do actually. This one. It's a butterfly now, but once upon a time it was a really ugly moth, and I was very, very angry with it for about the first year I had it done. And then I had the guy that did a good bit of my sleeve touch it up for me when he was finishing up my sleeve and change the wings and kind of fix it so it wasn't an ugly moth anymore. Not that moths are ugly, it was just this one was really ugly. Ghoulie, yes, it has become my signature. That and my head tattoos. My head tattoos are highly identifiable, especially because most of the time when I'm running around in public, like here in my area, I have my hair up and out of my way, in like a high ponytail or a messy bun or something like that. And you can see them because they are humongous on the side of my head. So, um, people, all, they know me even if they don't fully see my face. All they're looking, they used to be the dreadlocks too, but since I don't have the dreadlocks anymore, they look for my tattoos every time. Todoroni, what did you pick? Do you mind sharing? Is that okay? Can I ask that? What did you pick, honey? Because I think a person's first tattoo is super special. Every tattoo is special, but your very first one is super special, and it needs to be because you're going to have it the longest out of all the tattoos you have. So, chat filter. Oh, okay, there we go. Ah, uh-huh, that's what it was. What is. Ah, all right. Hey, Tiger Claw. No, my first tattoo hooked me instantly. Absolutely hooked. I was halfway through my first tattoo and was already talking about booking an appointment for a second one. Instant addict. The Eye of Neverwinter, huh? That's actually a pretty smart tattoo. Golly, I like that. Nice. See, that's my whole thing, is it needs to have meaning. And it doesn't need to have meaning to everybody else. It needs to have meaning to you. I mean, you can fill people in if they ask you, you know, hey, does that mean anything? Or why'd you get that tattoo? You can fill them in, but you don't owe them an explanation. I don't mind talking about my ink, obviously. A small bat on your left shoulder blade. Aww. Oh, that's so sweet. Well, then you'll match me, sort of, too. I have sparrows and bats all throughout here. It says Tempest Fugit, and then there are sparrows and bats that go around to the top of my shoulders. That's incredibly sweet, Todoroni. You guys can hear I am congested. I am allergic to cats, and we have 3 in this house right now, and I'm out of allergy meds until I leave to go to work in a little bit. So I'm so congested. I sound lovely today. Oh my goodness, it is overwhelming, the amount of blocking that we are seeing in chat right now. I am in just utter shock. Everything is going to hell. Oh, okay. Jeez. Rowan, that is extremely sweet that you would say that. To be honest with you, I do not feel quite that way about myself, which I'm sure a lot of women would say. But I am very flattered. I figured I might try and slap on some press-on nails real quick, just to kind of give the illusion that I'm actually put together and not a complete goblin. Jody, you are. My God, that was hilarious. That was like, freaking, just boom, 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 knocking them down faster than they can come in. Holy moly. Good. Yo, and you know, that's sad because there are so many of them, and they boost my numbers when they come in and start talking mess, you know? Like, I don't mind getting compliments if they're actually paying genuine compliments. I don't mind. They can compliment. They can comment on my looks if they keep it respectful. I don't mind, because I mean, I'm a big flirt. I am a huge flirt, but at the same time, I am also not a youngin', and I expect respect. And when you come at me without any, it does not end well. A moon and a star shelf. Oh my God, that's adorable. Like, how did you make it? What's it made out of? Is it 3D printed? Oh, cardboard. Oh, that is freaking awesome. So you like handcrafted. Holy moly, I love that. I love that. I am a crafting gremlin. I can't get rid of anything when it comes to crafting supplies. I probably have way, way too many right now that I might never use, but I don't want to get rid of anything. Oh my good grief. Oh, this is going to be fun because you know what I'm not good at? I'm not good at putting nail glue on my nails and not getting it on my fingers. I used to be way better at this, but after my surgery, my hands have just never cooperated fully with me again. So trying to stick press-ons on with nail glue is an interesting adventure when my hands just randomly throw things. I did these really awesome. I don't know if the camera is even going to pick these up at all, but we'll try. We'll try. I did these really awesome cat eye nails. Like I make a lot of my press-ons myself because I like low budget stuff. I don't have a ton to spend on things like this, so anything that saves me money, I will learn to do myself. Oh, you painted it black, hot glued it and painted it. That would instantly match my entire aesthetic. You said black and had me, honestly. I just wanted something different that kind of matched my hair, but also matched literally anything else I could pull out of my closet. So here we are. And I figured I might as well do it before I go out tonight because Lord only knows how much longer it'll be before I go out and do anything again. Like I have a couple of friends that are bikers that have asked me to come out with them before, and I don't know. I feel like I would probably not be as much fun as they think I would be. I'm a kind of like I'm the stay at home in my sweatpants type. I'm not really the going out type anymore. I used to be, but that kind of changes the older you get, I swear. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm sorry, guys, if I am not answering right now. I'm trying to figure out what goes where here. Oh my goodness, it's already 1 o'clock. Ah, okay, I can't do these on camera. I do not have enough time to do that on camera. Baby Bats, I hate to do this because I've only been here about an hour, but I am about to have to jet. I will say that there will be a script fill. It is going to be a sappy, sweet girlfriend audio. And it's a good night call, basically. So it'll sound like I'm talking to you on the phone. Those are the only details I'm going to give away. But it'll be coming a week from today at 4 p.m. English Central Standard Time. So you guys can actually hear it next week. And then as soon as it goes live next week, the post where you can start making requests will also go live. So you guys just kind of keep your eyes peeled for all of that. And it will be out ASAP. And like I have said a million times, I really appreciate your support. Appreciate every single one of you being here. Thank you so much for listening to me ramble. Thank you for being respectful. And I love you guys very much. Okay. I will see you all soon. Keep safe. Love yourself and each other, okay? Bye.